The three-time defending champion U.S. women's soccer team has been knocked out of the Olympics. We're going to learn more about this now. The team losing to Sweden on penalty kicks last hour. We'll go live to Rio on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline, where CBS's Steve Futterman is standing by. Steve, what's the reaction been there?
Well, sort of shocked by the Americans. The U.S. team thought it was a heavy favorite. Everyone else thought the Americans were a heavy favorite. This is essentially the same team that won the Women's World Cup last year in Canada. They came here with high hopes. They were, as you mentioned, defending champions. They won in London. They had won also in Beijing. But a very shocking game here today. It was a very tight game, and Sweden is a very good team, and they're actually coached by the former American coach. But Sweden took a 1-0 lead. Alex Morgan was able to tie the game, and that's the way it stayed through regulation, through extra time. Then came the shootout, and any player will tell you anything can happen in the shootout. That's why if you're a good team, you don't want it to go to a shootout. The very first shooter for the U.S., Alex Morgan, her kick was blocked. The Americans struggled to get even. Then in the final round, what turned out to be the final round, the fifth round of the shootout, Christine Press of the U.S., she kicked it over the top, and then Sweden came in. All they had to do was make the shots. Hope Solo had blocked one shot already. She wasn't able to block this one, and Sweden wins in the shootout 4-3, and the Americans go home. They don't get a gold medal. They don't get any medal. They're going to go home medalless, and that's a big surprise.
They don't have to go home now, right? They get to stay through the games.
I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what their
It just seems...
what the deal is. I don't know if they want to stay. I don't know what the rules are. I think they can probably stay if they want to and console themselves for another week, but I'm not sure.
Oh, the pain. So this is the earliest the U.S. has ever been eliminated from the Olympics since women's soccer joined the Games in '96.
Yeah, I mean, they have been a power. They have been a power. And, of course, they have helped make the sport what it is. The U.S. dominance, some of the great players on this team have really helped the sport really get more popular. This is a talent-laden team. You have Alex Morgan. You have Hope Solo, who has, I think, now 102 shutouts in her career. You have Carly Lloyd, who you may remember last year had a hat trick in the Women's World Cup, was scoring goal after goal. So this was a very, very good team, and that's why this is such an upset.
Were you able to see how the American women were reacting, the players themselves?
Well, typical, just sort of the heads down, a couple of players on the field, just motionless. The scenes we have seen sometimes with the American opponents, how they react when they lose. The Americans reacted the same way. I'm sure there's a bit of disbelief right now. I'm sure they're reanalyzing the game and trying to figure out where it went wrong, what they could have done, the mistakes they made, the opportunities they let slip by. There were some really good opportunities towards the end of regulation. The U.S. had a couple good chances to possibly get a good kick and never were able to get it really on goal. It went above the goal to the side of the goal, and they lost several opportunities in the final 5-6 minutes of regulation.
Yeah, heartbreaking as it is for the American team, I mean, this is one of the things that makes the Olympics exciting. Like you said, anything can happen.
Oh, absolutely. For the sport itself, it's very good to have other teams start playing well. Not good news for the U.S. right now, but, when you have the competition growing and getting better and better, it makes the competition, it makes the game much better to watch for the fans on TV in person. So, it'll go on. I'm sure NBC wishes the U.S. team was still in it, but it's gone. They'll have to rely on other stars, and there are plenty of them. Michael Phelps, he'll be swimming tonight, going for another gold medal. We've had already Simone Biles and Katie Ledecky. Her final race of these Olympics will be tonight as well.
Yeah, the Bay Area watching closely for that. Thanks a lot for talking to us, Steve Futterman, CBS's Steve Futterman from Rio.